Guys, Deluded Guna, obviously I've already done the post game in regards to Arsenal versus Man United, but I didn't feel I said everything that I could have said on reflection. Watched a bit of it back, and yeah, actually collected my thoughts. Like I said, watched a lot of it back, and yeah, there's still a lot to speak about. Firstly, Danny Welbeck. Now, I always call for Danny Welbeck to start. He has not, and probably will never have, the goal scoring record that Giroud has. That pains me to say it because I mean Giroud, he's a decent signing. He's goal output and all them things. He's decent for 12 million, but it's nothing special. And to say that about Welbs hurts me. But you know what you're getting with Welbs. Like in the same way, Silas Ferguson knew what he was getting with Ji-sung Park, and he knew what he was getting with John O'Shea. He knew what he was getting with Ryan Giggs, except when he got past a certain age. He knew what he's getting with Darren Fletcher. You see what I'm saying? Where I'm going? Of course, they're different positions, but you get where I'm going. They knew they could be trusted and relied. Even Welbs, Fergie knew. And Welbs, you have to take him at face value. He needs to improve the goal scoring aspect. He's not a natural finisher. He's always falling over. That's the one thing stopping him from actually being a very, very good forward. And he'll probably never have it. Hopefully, he proves me wrong. But like I'm trying to say, face value. 9 times out of 10, you know what you're getting with Welbs. You know at worst he's going to harass to the back four. You know he's going to be aggressive. You know he's going to make his presence felt. You know he's going to help defend, help start counters. That's why I like Welbs. Whether it's through the middle, which is, well, yeah, it's a bit debatable, or on the left or wherever. He's a massive player and he can be a massive player for us. So yeah, I still think we were very slow to transition from defense to attack today. The phases are taking too long. When I've said we have not played well all season. This isn't the Arsenal that we're used to in regards to the football. It's still lifeless, and there were incidences where we were playing backwards for no reason or just going through the motions. We're just is a bit five-a-sidey, if that's even makes sense, if that's even a word, in my opinion. So yeah, Holding got a massive shout out to Holding. Holding was brilliant today, in my opinion. Holding, apart from them two incidences, one where you between you, Czech and Koscielny, I don't know what happened, but either way, you played a miss under hit pass, and Czech got you out of jail there. The second one, there was a clearance, not enough venom behind it, not enough conviction. It fell to Rooney. Rooney of old or Rooney on another day would have put that in. These are the finer margins and the fine things you need to roughen out of your game to become a quality centre half. But for the large part, Holding was brilliant. He basically becomes a right back, joins the attack well, basically assisted in one of the goals, won the ball back. Holding looks like a brilliant player. Like I said, Holding is better than Gabriel. There's no, like, Gabriel, I've got nothing against you, but you haven't shown anything, and at best, you're back up. And we've got Holding. Holding needs to retain his space. Set pieces are poor, in my opinion. They're still poor. There was I blew my top when I saw Ozil and Alexis. They do this little short thing, and then it doesn't come to nothing. And Oxlade lost it, and it could have easily been a counter. You see the final margins. If you're going to do this, make it less obvious. We're always doing it. And regards to balls in the box, yeah, we did put a lot of crosses and balls into the box today, but we didn't really take advantage of them. Fair enough, you can point to well scoring, but you get where I'm going with that. We still need to defend with a bit of conviction as well, in my opinion. Like I said in the post game video, incidences of going back into old habits, incidences of lapsing in concentration, incidences of leaving space, leaving gaps, leaving space between the centre backs, allowing Martial, for example, to get into the channels and test Holding and Koscielny. Koscielny was brilliant today, by the way. I know I've been mentioning him and trying to get him to play better and digging him out to you guys for a long time now. But this is because I know the guy's quality, and I need to hold people to high standards. He stood up to be counted today. I saw him talk today. Maybe he watches the videos, who knows? But either way, he stood up to be counted. Xhaka was brilliant today. Passing was brilliant. In regards to the tackling and the robustness, and he needs to really quieten it down at times. He needs to calm it down. But Xhaka looks like a really good player. Next season, I feel we'll see another Xhaka. We'll see the real Xhaka. Don't write him off, because trust me, he's a good player, and he's been good this year when you have a special eye to see things. Welbs in the 22nd minute should have scored his finish, close range. 29th minute, Ramsey picked out the wrong option. I believe Alexis blew his top at him. Jose's post-game comments were amazing. This is the first time Arsenal fans are leaving with joy. How can you hate the guy, man? The guy is... I love Jose, man. Like, he's a troll. He's a professional troll. Also, I feel we did a great job forcing United back in the early... particularly in the early stages, especially the likes of Carrick. We all know how great Carrick is. For me, Carrick is one of the most underrated, especially underrated English players. When you look at some of the midfielders that get the plaudits and things, he's been a fantastic player. But we forced him to go backwards. We forced him to go back to the keeper. Numerous incidences where we forced their back four to go back. And that's very good, because United have the potential to be a very good side, especially on the counter-attack. You see the options they had. Even Martial, who's going to be a great player. But yeah, there's nothing else other than that, guys. We just have to look next week. Stoke and Southampton away. That scares. I know that scares you guys because that scares every Arsenal fan. Don't have great memories of either side, either ground, especially Southampton. But yeah, guys, they're my additional thoughts that I thought I'd share with you. Yeah, Arsenal 2, Manchester United 0. Well done, boys. I'm out.